let's go through them. We'll
Yeah.
start first with the Mountain West, which you already touched on a little bit. But who do you have in this game, and what do you see between UNLV and Boise State?
They played already. It was a last possession game. Boise State squeaked it out. UNLV is gritty as shit. And Vegas tells you that. The game's at Albertsons Stadium, blue turf, which I've always loved. Who doesn't love the blue turf? Ashton Genty, 2,200 and change. He's going to end up with probably close to 2,500 yards. I don't know what Barry Sanders' record is, but I think he's in the stratosphere. Certainly with the playoff game, if they win.
Mm-hmm.
I think he win. I think he'll pass them if they get to the playoffs. Certainly if they go beyond one round.
Right.
But then it's an asterisk, of course. But I think I like the over in this game. That's my pick in this game. So that's an official pick, over. I think it's a field goal game. Could go. I wouldn't be shocked if UNLV won.
To answer your question there, Nev, number one record leader is Barry Sanders, like you mentioned, 2,628 yards in 1988 with Oklahoma State.
Yeah,
And
I figured I knew it was 26.
And after that would be Melvin Gordon with Wisconsin in 2014, 2,587. And then Kevin Smith in third place, 2,567 and 07 with UCF.
Yeah, he has a real shot of surpassing that.
So where is he at right now?
Where's Ashton Genty? Yeah,
22 something, I think.
Oh, he doesn't have a shot to pass that.
He does if they
play
get
the playoffs.
to the playoff.
Yeah, in the playoff he can't. But I mean, is that an asterisk? You know.
Yeah, it is. No one's going to confuse
today.
him.
Ashton Genty is at 312 carries for 2,288 yards and 28 touchdowns, averaging 7.3 yards per rush.
Yeah, no, he's had an amazing year. So he is 340 yards away. Well, if he has a big Mountain West game, I guarantee if it turns into one of those games, he could get it. Yep. UNLV's got that type of defense. It's going to be. I just think the play in that game is the over. Boise looks like the obvious play because they're playing at home.
Vegas. My bad. Sorry to interrupt. Sam J. Perry did 427 yards in one game in 2014. So
yeah, that's the record for the most yardage. Yeah, I didn't know Melvin Gordon had that many yards. 2,587.
Neither did I.
That's impressive, man. Yeah, that's impressive. And plus, well, he had four monsters in front of him. That Wisconsin offensive line was ridiculous,
insane.
Barry Sanders did that by himself.
Yeah,
Melvin Gordon had 5 guys in front of him.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I like the over in that game, Andy. That's my play. And I wouldn't be shocked if Ashton Genty. Hey, Lazo, while you're doing that, can you look up their last game when they played and just see how many yards Genty had?
Genty versus just the last
UNLV.
game, literally? Oh, okay.
The last game, they played UNLV. They've already played this season.
Oh, last time he played UNLV?
October. Yeah. Let me see here. October 25th, 2024. And
Boise, he rushed for 128 yards.
Yep.
Yeah,
and
so
the winning touchdown.
Yeah. What was the final on that game?
That game was Boise State 29, UNLV 24. Is it going to be this close? This coming up?
I see it being very similar.
It's hard to beat a team twice.
Quarterback.
Hard to beat a team twice. Not easy to do.
Yeah. So, but anyway, my play on that game is the over.
Got it. All right, let's move on to the Big 12 championship. You got Iowa State and Arizona State, 11 a.m. Kickoff Central Time, noon here. What are your thoughts on this game? What do you see? Arizona State is hot. That Scatterboo guy is unbelievable. Very well coached. Kenny Dillingham. What do you got?
Really difficult game for me to pick. I'm taking the dog. And it's a nod. I don't love it, but I'm taking the pick. I think Iowa State, I I mean, it's hard to. It's just a tough game. To pick.
I very tough. And I was looking at it before we came on our show, and I was looking at your picks because you sent them to me, and I was like, it's one of those lines that you see it and you're like, man, Vegas probably thinks Iowa State's gonna win it, or can definitely be in that game. But man, I saw Arizona State play Arizona, and I mean, and I'm not saying Arizona's a great team. I mean, they're
I got
only have 4 wins, but they are running at a very efficient level on offense. I mean, they're crisp. They are probably one of the crisper, teams I've seen offensively.
That's Kenny Dillingham.
Yeah.
And the only reason I'm betting, or the only reason I'm selecting Iowa State, not betting, the reason I'm selecting, making a pick on this and taking Iowa State, like if this was a regular season for us, I wouldn't be making this pick. But because I want to pick each conference game, I'm taking them based on Matt Campbell. I'm betting on the coach is what I'm doing. I'm betting on the coach. That's really what I'm doing. And I could just see this being a last possession game. If Arizona State won by 10, it wouldn't shock me. If Iowa State won by 10, it wouldn't shock me. I'm picking Iowa State, and I'm really just betting on the coach. Kenny Dillingham's going to be a real good coach. He's young. Matt Campbell, I think, just got some experience, and that's the only reason why I'm taking Iowa State. So, let me just make full disclosure of that.
Kenny Dillingham's a Mike Norvell guy.
He's really good.
Yeah, I was with him at FSU. Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah,
and at ASU when Norvell was there, but as an assistant, and then followed him to Memphis. But, okay.